On the physical third dimensional level, the birth certificate appears as a civil registration of new human life under the state governance. But on the invisible level, it functions as a frequency tag, consent ritual, which literally does the following. It converts a living soul being into a legal fiction within the artificial matrix system. It creates a contractual bridge between the child and the global debt slavery companies, Uniform Commercial Code, Admiralty Law, and the Vatican Trust. It forms a synthetic soul claim which certain interdimensional races literally use to harvest life force through emotional trauma, taxation, pharmaceutical manipulation, and false education grids. So in the eternal life records, this is what is known as the binding of the living essence to the beast grid. It's not necessarily the paper itself, but it's the energetic consent of the parent who usually unknowingly grants under fraud and misrepresentation, which literally gives legal and etheric access to the child's energy template. So, what contracts are formed? When the parent signs the birth certificate, tripartite contract is formed between the state, which is a corporation state entity, the Vatican, a Vatican trust through canon law, and the child's energy field via parental consent. This contract binds the child's identity to a fictitious corporate entity and its subtle overlays. A phantom coding in the DNA which literally interferes with accessing that child's inner Christos is now implanted. A soul fragmentation clause in the Akashic memory stream occurs, and a frequency beacon that enables future astral harvesting or AI grid insertion during childhood trauma is also legitly activated when that birth certificate is signed. So this is why trauma-based systems, school, media, medicine are introduced so early. They anchor the contractual field deeper and deeper into the nervous system. So the whole system has been set up for this. So how do we reverse or nullify the contract? Energetically and legally. The truth is that you cannot erase a soul's divine origin. The contract is a fraudulent claim. All fraud is null and void from the beginning. So to reclaim our sovereignty on all levels, spiritually, biologically, energetically, and legally, we must take conscious action to revoke the consent and realign our field to eternal living law. So, start with this spiritual revocation ritual. And the invisible world has to listen to the words we speak with conviction. So do this once aloud, preferably when you're grounded in nature and by water, but declare it, okay? By the eternal authority of living source, I revoke all contracts made in my name without informed consent. I nullify all claims of ownership over my body, my mind, and my soul. I sever now all ties to false systems that bind through deceit. I return to the sacred law of one, sovereign, free, and eternal. My name is the living essence. I am not a legal fiction. I reclaim my original divine blueprint, untouched and unbound, and so it is done. And so for legal remedy, which is optional but also powerful, you can establish a living man-woman declaration of status. You can remove yourself from the artificial corporate system by declaring your status as a private living being outside of maritime law. And you can use tools such as the common law declarations, private membership associations, PMAs, and ecclesiastical trusts, 508c1a structures to reclaim your sovereignty in law as well. Freedom. Let's go.